650 are actually in flying condition today. We're going from right to left in straight takeoff. Once airborne, they'll be formatting up. Now those of you who are eagle-eyed notice that the fourth aircraft taking off does not have swept wings like the rest. And that is because it is not a Tiger Moth. This is a special treat for you here today. The aircraft is in fact a DH Moth Major, a very rare aircraft, and the very last in the series of the de Havilland DH82A Moth. The light aircraft is Mike Vasey, a private pilot and a founder of Vintech, an engine company that maintains these lovely vintage aircraft engines. On his left is a remarkable man, David Sister, a former RAF fighter pilot flying Hunters and Lightnings, who has flown a Tiger Moth all the way to Australia. I was going to say. Leading the second is Nigel Lemon, who runs a PBL running an air ambulance service. On his right is Turnbull, who's retired Boeing 767 captain, and he's flying the oldest Tiger Moth in the world. And in fact, if you buy a die-cast model, it will be of exactly this aircraft with this registration. On his left is Adam Clark, who by day is a fireman, and at weekends the flight lieutenant in the Royal Air Force Volunteer Reserve. Leading the final Vic is Robin Russell, who is a former RAF fighter pilot flying Phantoms, and also strike masters for the Sultan of Oman's Air Force, and is now an instructor at White Waltham Airfield on Tiger Moths. You can actually learn with him from scratch in this exact aircraft. On his right is David Wildridge, another former fighter pilot flying Phantoms and Tornadoes, who is a very keen polo player, and you will see him on television shortly, where he will be teaching the TV comedian Jack Whitehall how to play elephant polo. And the final man on the left of the final Vic is Steve Bohill-Smith, a former Concorde pilot who had what must be a pilot's very best day out many years back, where he flew a Spitfire Mark 9 in the morning before piloting Concorde to New York that very same evening. Now this Vic formation we saw is very important, and I'll explain to it a bit more about it later, but for now I'd like you to get your cameras ready as they come from right to left in box formation. Running in box. And they make it look easy. I'll let you listen to the sound of those 9 wonderful de Havilland Gypsy Major engines, 130 horsepower each, collectively about the same horsepower as our early Merlin you might find in a Mark 1 Spitfire. Listen to that noise. They make this look easy. In fact, they are having to fight the wind. There are 2 line aircraft formation display teams in the country. The premier one, of course, being the Red Arrows, and the second, different technique, called the Schwarm, which indeed is something that has been taken up by fighter pilots ever since. And it was the successful fighter pilots in the Battle of Britain who disobeyed the orders to stay in tight Vic formation and did their own thing, or had loose formation with a wingman, who, well, they lived longer, they were more successful, and they weren't bounced by the Germans. Now the team is coming from left to right in big Vic formation, which in this wind is very difficult to do. Again, worthwhile getting a photograph of this. These guys, I say, this is a difficult aircraft to fly well. They fly it beautifully. done such straight lines. The team is sponsored by Coolies, the flight equipment specialists, and whilst being an amateur team, I think we'll agree they fly to a truly professional standard. I mentioned the number that were built. Now, 1,400 were built by de Havilland themselves up to the outbreak of war, but de Havilland by this stage was wanting to constantly be repaired and put back into battle more quickly than if they'd gone back to their own home field. And throughout the Second World War, no fewer than 80,000 aircraft were repaired by Morris Motors, including the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight's Spitfire Mark II, which was very, very seriously damaged and can only be repaired in two places, one of which was Supermarines themselves, and the other was Morris Motors, and in fact it went to Morris Motors. Now coming in from your right, in feathered arrow formation, again worth a photo. They are making this look easy, but I can assure you the wind is really giving them a bumpy ride today. Now the Tiger Moth itself was a trainer, although number 81 Squadron went out in September 1939 with the British Expeditionary Force. They're coming back in early 1940 with a sort of liaison aircraft. And some were used also as coastal patrol flights during the Second World War period, looking out for German submarines. And they used to carry homing pigeons in a basket in the front cockpit. And if they spotted the submarine, they had no radio. They had to go and land in a field somewhere, try and telephone from a telephone box or a farmer's farm. And if they couldn't do that, they had to write a message on the homing pigeons and let one off. This is a very basic aircraft. Now keep your eyes on the two trotting away. This is the synchro pair, which is Steve Bowhill Smith on the left. And braking. Now they'll turn and charge towards one another like a pair of medieval charging knights. And lots of knights in shining Tiger Moths. And they'll get close. So again, you have to be very quick with your camera to get a shot of this. Here they come. Ready for the bomb burst, and do have your cameras ready for this. This is a lovely, lovely display. And braking. There they go. Robin Russell bringing up the rear with a half human H. And now the team. They even built a version of the Tiger Moth, full size, but was the first large-scale radio-controlled aircraft used for gunnery practice. And it won't surprise you at all that of the 412 of those built, only 2 still survive. Most of the others have been shot out of the sky, mostly by naval guns, but it was tricking the gunners to be able to aim ahead of the aircraft in order to be able to hit the aircraft. Again, vital training for the Battle of Britain and the Second World War in general. You haven't got a flag, just wave, because they won't be able to hear you, but they will be able to see you, and if they spot you, they will wave back. And it's a sort of lovely silent applause that they will thoroughly enjoy. You'll join us here at the Duxford handicap chase as the runners and riders come into view. And into the final round. In the lead, it's Easy Tiger. Easy Tiger, 2-1 favourite, written by Adam Clark. Next up, it's De Havilland Boy at 7-2, written by David Sister. Next, we have I'm the Leader at 6-1, written by Jeff Milsom. Then it's Tiger Tops, 18-1. Next, we've got Wind in the Wires at 4-1, written by Jonathan Turnbull. Then it's Golden Oldie at 7-2, written by Mike Vasey. Finally, bring up the rear, we have Tiger Rag at 14-1, written by Nigel Lemon, and Tiger Feet, 20-1 outsider, written by Steve Smith.
Roberts for that excellent description of the Tiger 19, especially relevant there has been talking a little bit about the tactics employed in the Battle of Britain. As you say, the RAF proved itself anything but hidebound during the battle when it came to tactical development. It realised what didn't work. There were independent efforts, as you say, to try and counter the official doctrine, and it proved very successful.
Indeed it did.
And the Luftwaffe used rather more civilized ways, as it turned out, during the rest of the battle, and that was one of the contributory factors to their eventual defeat, one might say.
Yes. And we'll be having a display by World War I of the fighter tactics, the dogfighting, like coming from height and coming out of the sun and out-turning your enemy. These are tactics that have persisted throughout the Second World War and to this very day. They were all left there.
Indeed so. Thank you very much indeed, Tim. Great to see the team here, especially performing so well on such a windy day. Great stuff.
Thank you, Ben.
Be out there now, and those of you who can see the airfield windsock on the far side of the runway can see it flowing absolutely across the runway, and that's not good for some of the aeroplanes in today's display. There are a few changes to the programme as a result of that. In fact, we can see the